right, we do want to go to Elizabeth Gardner right now because, Elizabeth, it's the big story for this week. We're talking about some severe heat.
We are. Intense heat, high temperatures, 96 to 102, and that's without the heat index. So this is going to be a big threat for us pretty much all week long. We have weather alert days in effect for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Today, starting at 11 o'clock, we have a heat advisory that goes into effect. Today, it will feel like 104 to 109, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, it could feel more like 110 or above. So right now, there's an extreme heat watch, but the Weather Service may upgrade that to an extreme heat warning or possibly to a heat advisory, depending on where you are, and we'll let you know when that happens. And Raleigh, it just looks hazy out there right now, doesn't it? So much moisture in the atmosphere that it just gives it that hazy look. Right now it's 81 with a dew point of 71. So we're still, okay. Right now it's 8:51. By the time we get to 11 or 12, it's already going to be kind of in the danger zone there. So 79 in Roxborough, 81 in Goldsboro and in Clinton. Right now it's 80 in Apex and Holly Springs, 79 in Garner, and 82 degrees in Durham. Around town, this could be our first 100-degree day of the year. Looking at 100 for Raleigh, Durham, and Fayetteville at 101. We've had years where we never reached the triple digits, and this week we could hit it today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. We're not even to July yet. Why is this happening? It's all because of a high pressure system that's sitting over the East Coast. High pressure systems bring sinking air. That sinking air compresses and heats, and as long as that high sits here, it just continues to build, and we just heat up and heat up and heat up. So what we need to happen is for that high to move out, or a low pressure system to kind of move in under it, which we'll actually see Wednesday and Thursday. That could bring us a better chance for rain, but our heat index still remains high. 108 for Monday. For tomorrow, 113, and then Wednesday, 107. It still could be, in the 103 to 105 zone by Thursday and Friday. How about records? Today, we could tie the record of 100. Tomorrow, we'll probably break it. The previous record, 99. Our forecast high is 102, and then we could tie the record on Wednesday at 100. Here's the thing to remember. I know a lot of folks do have to get out and work. Just make sure that you're not working in the middle of the day, say from noon to 5 or 6 o'clock. And the impact of high heat is cumulative. That means if you've been out working, say Monday and Tuesday, and you were okay, it may be Wednesday that you succumb to heat-related illnesses. So just be careful. We do get into the potential for some isolated thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Chris Michaels will talk about that more in our 9 o'clock newscast.
With all this in mind, let's get right to meteorologist Chris Michaels in the WRAL Severe Weather Center tracking this heat wave and when we can see possibly some relief.
Maybe a little bit as you head later this week in the form of some storms, but right now 85, dew point 72 means that the heat index is in the mid-90s, and this guy right here has the right idea to be out on the lake waters. We just heard from Laura Levine at Lake Johnson, and she said that the water felt a lot better, especially when you put it in perspective with this. Our high temperatures today, anywhere from 96 to 100 degrees across the board. And when you factor in the humidity, every now and then it could feel like 104 to 109. That's when it gets potentially dangerous. That's why we have a weather alert day for the next few days. And that's why the National Weather Service has a heat advisory starting at 11 a.m. today. Extreme heat watch tomorrow starting at 10 in the morning, running until 8 p.m. Wednesday. Now that'll either be upgraded to a heat advisory or an extreme heat warning. And then you factor in that this is not just the daytime. Because it's so humid, our nighttime lows don't really drop very much. So our nighttime lows heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings, they're going to be close to records as well. And a lot of those records set back just last year. Low pressure is going to start to undercut our heat dome a little bit later this week. That means more moisture, unfortunately more humidity. That does lead to some storm chances that could briefly cool you off, but our high temperatures will still be in the mid to upper 90s, and the humidity is going to stay in that tropical range. So it's going to stay at the very least uncomfortable as we go throughout the rest of the week. Speaking of tropical humidity, let's give you a little bit of an update offshore. East of Bermuda, a 70% chance of tropical development, but that's moving away from the East Coast. Behind that, there's nothing that's really forecast to develop in the tropics. Let's bring it back home. Next 3 days are WRAL weather alert days, and you can see why. There's heat, and then there's intense heat, and that's what we expect for at least the next 3 afternoons, with highs in the upper 90s and lower triple digits. Beyond that, high temperatures still in the mid to upper 90s, and you got to think around here it's not a dry heat, so we'll probably be dealing with more of the heat index in the triple digits through at least this coming weekend. So buckle up, guys. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, that is a rough.
And you got to take it seriously, too.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
100%.
Hydrate.